campfire. For millennia, the campfire has been a source of warmth and light for humankind. Out in the wilderness, it keeps the creatures of the night at bay and gives us a circle of safety and comfort. But tonight I will be venturing into the swamps of southeast Texas. And I will be leaving the comfort and safety of the fireside and delving headfirst into the night. My name is Dan Voinis. I'm a naturalist and documentarian, and I spent my whole life working with and studying animals, particularly reptiles. Now, I'm using my filmmaking skills to share the animals I love with the rest of the world. These are my adventures. It's October. Not only is the weather cooling off, but it's also spooky time, Halloween. Personally, one of my favorite times of the year. So in order to celebrate this most special time, I thought it'd be fun to do a documentary, but this time have it be at night. Right now we're in the swamps and forests of southeast Texas. I've been here before, but never after dusk. What we're going to do is we're going to head out as soon as the sun dips down below the horizon and try and see any of the countless creatures that call this area home. Once the sun goes down, a whole host of new creatures emerge from their hiding. You can find possums, raccoons, armadillos, skunks, deer, bats, spiders, snakes, and out here, even alligators. So, we're going to go out there with our headlamps, our spotlights, and try and get a little glimpse of this South Texas nightlife. Just before sunset, we grab our cameras and our flashlights and begin our trek through the swamp. Alright, it is around 7:45, which is just the time when the sun dips below the horizon and dusk starts setting. Now, this is the time when anything that is coming out at night is starting to come out. This will be frogs, small mammals, birds, and reptiles. As the sun kind of goes away, they can come out, warm themselves on the gravel of the trail. And honestly, anything that is out here, we could come across. Now, this is a place that is very, very thickly populated with alligators. So, I have a headlamp here and a flashlight that's pretty powerful. Alligators have reflective eyes, so if there's any alligator nearby, hopefully we will see it long before it sees us. Alligators use their reflective eyes to amplify available light and see in the dark. Us humans don't have that ability, so I have to use my flashlights, which lead me to our first creature. Baby frog. I think it's a bullfrog, but I can't be too sure. I can't get a good look at him without him jumping out of my grasp. He will be one of this year's brood, probably. He just grew his legs and lost his tail from tadpole stage, so he's starting to make his way out in life. Obviously, he's very small, and pretty much anything with a mouth will be eating this little guy. So where there's little frogs like this, there will be predators, which hopefully we get to see. But I don't want to make this little guy's life too hard, so I'll let him go. Alright, onward. Frogs like this are called indicator species, meaning they're used to check the health of an ecosystem. They're an important part of the food chain, eating small invertebrates, but also being eaten by countless larger predators. In addition, their skin absorbs water, leaving them very sensitive to chemical pollutants. So, a large population of frogs implies that an ecosystem is healthy and fairly clean. No. Being out here in the swamp at night reminds me of that story I heard about the nature documentary crew that came out here in the middle of the night. None of them made it out. According to legend, they fell prey to the were alligator. Of course, it's just a story, right? Right? My made-up ghost stories are pretty scary, but probably not as scary to some as this next creature we find. How's this for a Halloween treat? A big spider that even kind of looks like a big round orange pumpkin. I don't know the species of this one. There's countless spiders out here, but look at this huge, this thing is maybe 3-4 feet across. It's not a golden silk spider. They're a lot longer with a thick orange web, but this guy is definitely putting in a lot of work in that web trying to catch all these little mosquitoes and moths out here. We're kind of helping this guy out right now because our lights are just attracting a whole manner of gnats, moths, insects, mosquitoes, and they're all just getting caught in his web, and he is just having himself a bit of a feast. Oh, let's see. He's caught some kind of gnat in the web, and he's trying to get at it. Oh, there he goes. And down the hole. The beauty of nature. We press on, scanning the surface of the water for alligator eyeshine. In the nearby grass, we spot another incredible animal, but our microphone cut out by accident, so this voiceover will have to do. This is a 9-banded armadillo, the state mammal of Texas. Distant relatives of anteaters and sloths, these incredible armored mammals spend much of their time digging and rooting around in the dirt and leaf litter, looking for insects and other food. They spend so much time with their heads in the dirt, they've actually evolved to hold their breath for over 6 minutes. Here we've got a herd of white-tailed deer. White-tailed deer are one of the most common hooved mammals you find in all of the Americas. They are found everywhere from Canada down into Central America. And right now would be just the tail end of their feeding time. They will feed right around dusk and dawn as the day turns to night and back to day. They're incredibly skittish, so you can try and be real quiet. Now these guys usually are not the natural prey of alligators. They're usually just a bit too big. Alligators tend to go for smaller animals, but on occasion, a really large male alligator will take a small doe or a fawn or something. Alright, so there in the back of the herd is the buck. Now obviously, you can tell he's the buck because he has a nice rack of antlers. So right around now is when their antlers really start to come in and become pronounced. And in a couple weeks, it could be a couple months, it'll be deer season soon, which will be the time when it is legal to hunt these deer in Texas. Personally, I don't have much of a taste for it. I don't care for hunting animals, but these guys should be protected because right now we're on protected land. So all these guys won't have anything to worry about come deer season. We continue looking for wildlife, keeping our eyes peeled for alligators. Surrounded by darkness on all sides, it's inevitable that the shadows start to get to you. Now, according to legend, there is one very elusive creature that lives out here. The giant shadow rabbit. Now, I've never seen one in person, but I bet you, if we be real quiet, one might come by. Oh my God, there it is! It isn't all fun and games, because soon I see a real creature out in the dark, and I find something incredible that catches me completely by surprise.
Okay, so what I'm seeing right here is one large eye and several small eyes all grouped together. So what that tells me is I think this is a mother and her brood, which means we need to be extra careful. Because one of the few times when alligators will attack humans unprovoked is when their young is involved. They are one of the few reptiles that protects their young, protects the nest, and protects them after hatching. You can see there's the mother, and there's little babies. They're very small. These will be juveniles that just hatched, just hatchlings. Hatchlings that just hatched this year. So they'll be no more than 6 to 8 inches in length. Again, if you ever find yourself near a mother alligator and her brood, or even just near young alligators in the wild, give them as much space as possible, because this is probably one of the most dangerous situations you could be in with these animals. She's got her back to me, but there's no way she does not have me in her sights. She's just keeping an eye on me, making sure I don't do anything too hasty. Okay. Did you guys hear that? Just a second, I heard the call of a baby, one of the babies calling. It's a very soft chirp. It kind of sounds like a little. And that's just a way of communicating to the mother, getting her attention. It's not necessarily a distress call, but it can be used as one. You can just see little babies. I'm not sure how well you can see them in the camera right now because of how dark it is, but there's one right ahead of me, right where my little shadow is. You can even see his little striped tail. He's absolutely kind of adorable. I mean, these guys definitely are fresh hatchlings. Oh, you can see another one over there. So, I think we're going to do the best thing there is, which is leave them alone.
Alright, well, it is well past midnight. I think anything that's out here that we're going to see, we've already seen. So I think it's pretty safe to go ahead and pack up, head back to camp. This has been absolutely incredible experience. You know, it's one thing to see animals in the wild, it's a whole other level to see them at night. We saw some alligators, a whole family of alligators. We saw a herd of deer, some spiders, frogs, armadillos. Absolutely phenomenal night, phenomenal adventure. I don't think this will be the last time I come out here at night, but this is definitely a great way to celebrate the Halloween season. You guys be sure, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a video. Check out more of my channels. I hope you like this adventure, and you guys be sure to stay incredible.